Hello everyone, welcome back. This entire series of videos in the playlist is specifically designed for students who are new to programming, and we will be using C programming language to introduce you to the basic concepts in programming. So in the previous videos we were discussing about variables and data types, and if you find that videos useful, kindly subscribe to the channel and like the videos. Now whatever we have discussed in the previous class, let us check how is it working when you're programming in C. For this, you need not install any software as of for practicing. I am using an online C compiler available. So by default, you will have this section here called the comment section, whichever whatever is followed by slash star and ended by star slash. That is, this area of your entire part is commented. When we comment something in your programming language, it means that this part will not be executed. So whatever you write here, it is irrespective of whatever you write, it is getting printed. I mean, the system doesn't convert it into an binary form and then execute it. Rather, it is only for readable purpose. Now here you can see something called hash include stdio.h. It is to include the libraries that is used for input and output. And then you have a function here. This is a function. We will study in detail about functions later, but just now understand that it's a function, main function, from where execution begins. So execution always begins from main function. So here you have a function. So let's declare. We have learned how do we declare a variable. We declare a variable with a data type. So let me say there is a variable called age. So I'm saying integer age. So what happens here, when you are declaring this variable age, I'll execute this program. As of now, I'm not asking the system to give me any output. I've just declared a variable. Let us see. Let's see what is the output it displays when you are asking the system to print the address wherein this variable is stored. Okay. So I'm asking to print the address. Let's see what happens. Yeah. So you are getting the address. This is the address of the memory space where this variable is linked to, right? We have already we were discussing in the previous session when we were discussing about variable. As soon as a variable is declared, automatically your computer system search for a continuous memory location of 4 bytes because it is integer here, and reserve that space for each, and this variable is linked to that particular address space. So here you can see that which is the address space that is linked to this variable age, 2091448980. Now, if you want to print the address, you give ampersand age. Ampersand is a reference to the address space. Now, if you want to print the variable, the value of the variable, you simply say percentage d age. As of now, I have just declared the variable. I have not initialized the variable to any number. That is the reason you are getting a 0 here. Let's try initializing it. So, I'll say age equal to some 34. And I'm asking to print the age, so you're getting the age 34. So here two things to be noted. One is age is a variable. It is following the rules of defining a variable. We have seen in the previous video that variable should start with a character, capital A to Z or small a to Z, and further it can be followed, it can, other characters can follow the first character, or it can be followed by numbers or underscore. So here we have all the three are characters, and this is the data type of the variable. Int says age is a variable that can hold integer data. That is why I'm storing integer data here, and I'm trying to print the value. So the value is getting printed 34. Now one more thing we have discussed in the previous session, that you can manipulate the value, you can change the value of the variable. So let's change the value of the variable 34 plus 10. Let me add 10 to it and then print it. Let's see, initially age is 34. I'm trying to add 10 to 34 and then print it. Let's see whether we get 44. Yeah, we are getting 44 here. So what happens once you declare a variable, it reserves this memory space. Once you initialize, it stores 34 in it, and then you say age plus 10, you are adding this, it retrieves 34 from the memory location, adds 10 to it, and then stores back to the memory location, and you are printing the value of age. So herein we are practically implemented whatever we have discussed in the previous video, where we said what is a variable, what is a data type, how can you change the value of the variables. Okay, that's all for this session. Have a great day.